It was really emotional. Brittany spoke for about 20 minutes and she was crying. I myself got emotional. How can you listen to somebody say that their life has been so restrictive and essentially that she's been a prisoner in her own home for the last 13 years? There were so many Free Britney fans outside of the courtroom and the courthouse, and many of them were inside the courtroom. They had megaphones, they had posters, they had like Free Britney cookies. There was a sense of just pure elation after the hearing, and her new attorney, former federal prosecutor Matthew Rosengart, actually addressed reporters after it turned out that he could finally represent Britney. Take a listen.
Pursuant to Britney Spears' instructions, we will be moving promptly and aggressively for his removal. The question remains, why is he involved? He should step down voluntarily, as that is in the best interest of Britney Spears, consistent with the law of conservatorship.
So Britney says that she wants to charge her father with conservatorship abuse, Cheyenne. Her father was on the line, but we didn't hear him say anything. His attorney, Vivian Thurine, said, "My client is not going to resign right now. He's not stepping aside." So there is another hearing scheduled for the end of September. What we expect is that Matthew Rosengart, Britney's new attorney, is going to be filing a petition to terminate. You could see that hearing end of September move up a little sooner. In the meantime, Britney taking to social media, doing cartwheels, riding a horse, saying that she's so blessed and thankful for the Free Britney movement and that she finally has, quote, real counsel. So she is in such good spirits, and her mother, Lynn Spears, also taking to Instagram with a post about lightness and darkness. So, you know, I think that the family is very happy with the exception of Jamie Spears. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. And if her sister, Jamie Lynn, says something today.
And you see, obviously, her getting the change of representation. That's a win for her. Still a long way to go, though, and to hear some of these details coming out, it does break your heart. Chloe Melas, great reporting on this, and there's much more to come. We know you're on it. Support from Britney's fans showed up in LA and in Salt Lake City, even at the Lincoln Memorial in D.C., all with the same message here: Free Britney.
We just heard that Britney Spears is able to get her own attorney. This is major. This is something that we've been fighting for. I've been out here since November. Every single court rally, every single court hearing. This is the biggest deal.
This is now bigger than Britney Spears herself. There are about 1.3 million Americans subject to conservatorships around the country. And so now maybe there'll be a review of the gaps in the law, like the fact that Britney has to pay for the lawyers on both sides, including the lawyers who are working to keep her in the conservatorship against her will. And so hopefully there'll be a review of this, like the fact that she could not pick her own lawyer until now. So this is an area of the law that clearly needs review, and I think that's going to be the lasting legacy of this matter.
Well, Britney's new lawyer, Matthew Rosengart, says they will be moving aggressively to remove the pop star's father from her conservatorship. Now, Britney's case, we know it's gaining strength here. Jen, you know, you're here to kind of break down some of the numbers. Yeah. They're fascinating.
Yeah, we just wanted to look a little bit at some of this. So first we want to start with how long Britney Spears has been under control of this conservatorship. 13 years starting in 2008, where they've been controlling everything from her money, her work. I mean, we're hearing about her birth control. Shannon, I think you said you heard about controlling how much coffee she can drink. She has sold more than 70 million albums, singles and songs. That's from Nielsen Music. Her estimated total estate is worth about $60 million. That's from The New Yorker. And that's a lot of people who are making a living because of Britney Spears. Her own salary, you could say, these are her living expenses, $438,000 a year. And look at that. The lawyer, the former lawyer, the one that was appointed by the court, he made more than that in a year, $520,000 a year. Now, again, that's her former lawyer, Samuel Ingham, who was appointed by the court. But I just think this goes to that larger point. If this could happen to the biggest pop star on earth, what about all those other more than 1 million people you just heard about who don't have legions of fans sticking up for them, who don't make millions of dollars, that they can even have someone to help them secretly get a hold of a cell phone in a hotel lobby to try and reach out and make an emergency phone call? I mean, it's pretty scary stuff.
It is, and like you said, the control, the hold they seem to have over her. So I'm glad that we're stepping in the right direction. Brittany, everyone is chanting "Free Brittany" all across the world, really. Thank you so much, Jen.